We live in an era where clickbait, fast content, streaming, and reaction culture are at an all time high right now. Celebrities have always understood how to grab attention and cause controversy in order to get people talking. Whether the intent is to spread subliminal messages, cry out for help, or simply gain traction, one thing is for sure the fans fall for it every time. Celebrities and streamers consistently create social media buzz and outrage. Fans become concerned over their favorite celebrities' mental health. Celebrities become suspected of body dysmorphia, and others are accused of trying to spread LGBTQ agendas to poison the youth. The real question is, are these celebrities really going through a mental health crisis behind the screen? Are they hiding potential illnesses? Are they really trying to push deviant or harmful agendas onto the public? Or are fans the fools for falling for the trick every time? Whether it's through pretending to have a body dysmorphia, going through surgical procedures for virality, or reemerging through queerness and feminine expression for outrage and discourse, celebrities and streamers have mastered the modern format of reaction content. They get people to comment on their bodies, clips, fashion choices, expressions, and affiliations, all things that the average person would care less about if they belong to an ordinary person. They control your emotions online every single day.
Reactionary content is the formula for quick attention. And that same formula allows celebrities to keep attention on themselves while influencing the young and impressionable to do the same. Ariana Grande is notorious for stirring up online discussions surrounding her identity, from being viewed as a Mariah Carey prototype early in her career to being accused of leaning into a childlike imagery because of her petite frame, to the blackfishing allegations and her adoption of AAVE and slang during a certain period of her career, to now being speculated to have a body dysmorphia because of her sudden weight loss. This has generated a massive amount of public attention, and some fans are even speculating that Ariana Grande might eventually die because of her appearance.
Ariana Grande is going to die. As a person who has struggled with an ED and has almost died from it, I can tell you that she is going to die.
The entire situation is incredibly unnecessary, but I find it fascinating how the fans fall for the tricks every single time. I believe Ariana Grande knows exactly what she is doing as she continues moving away from her Glinda era and leaning more into a darker, romantic aesthetic. I believe that this is simply the new image that she has chosen to adopt. The blackfishing accusations, the AAVE, and the heavy influence of black writers have expired for her newly era, and she now knows that drastically changing her image will always get people talking. This has always been part of Ariana Grande's formula since the beginning of her career. Her identity crises have consistently generated public outrage because the fans continue to fall for her tricks every single time. Recently, Blackboy Max has gone viral for allegedly spreading LGBTQ agendas to the youth. He posted a photo of a new tattoo on his waist that says Diva, and this created massive amount of discourse within the streaming university. People began saying Blackboy Max was DL, that this was his coming out story, that the elites got him, or that he was pushing some kind of gay agenda. But let's ask the real question. Why are grown men so concerned with what another man puts on his body? I'm not entirely sure why this created so much discourse, but similar to the Ariana Grande situation, Blackboy Max knows exactly what he's doing because he knows the fans will fall for it every single time. He's a streamer. Even if someone believes he is being used to spread an agenda, it still shouldn't work on people as effectively as they claim it does. You also can't say that he's poisoning the youth when children arguably shouldn't even be consuming this type of content in the first place. These streaming platforms are already filled with a bunch of inappropriate content, racist content, and adult conversations that extend far beyond LGBTQ topics, so that's the least of our worries. As far as the DL accusations go, that discourse also says a lot more about people's attitude towards sexuality than anything else. Let's really think about it. If Blackboy Max was actually part of that community, or if he was gay or anything, what exactly would change? I'm not sure how people claim he's symbolically coming out or this is this come out story, because if he's already expressing himself, then what difference would it make if he publicly owned it or not? Why are y'all so obsessed with the label? I simply don't understand why any of this matters enough for people to question his sexuality or accuse him of spreading agendas to children, especially when children shouldn't even be allowed to consume that type of content in the first place. If anything, it seems like y'all should hold the parents and the owners of these streaming platforms for not regulating the type of content these children consume. Recently, the self-proclaimed look maxer clavicular underwent more surgery on his already altered, drug-infested, botched-up, hard-as-rock face, and it generated a large amount of discussion surrounding his new appearance. Many people are saying that his new look makes him look even more gay and that he no longer mogs anyone. But considering the fact that majority of his fan base is young boys, I'm not sure how another man's appearance can rally up this much attention online surrounding if he can still mock anyone and the surgical procedures he chooses to have. Obviously, similar to many other red pill and incel influencers, he lives out the fantasies of his fans. He represents the incel turned rich archetype who mocks everyone else, but now the surgeries haven't gone according to plan, and according to his own fans, he no longer mocks. I think we have to remember that many people who become famous only represent a small fraction of the population. Someone like Clavicular represents a particular corner of internet culture involving white men or men of color who have essentially sold out to those spaces, where the conversation usually revolves around racism, anti blackness, misogyny, politics, and appearance. Anti blackness, in particular, remains one of the most profitable and prevalent aspects of those communities. A few months ago, Nicki Minaj received a significant amount of backlash for her endorsement of President Trump. This shocked many of her diehard fans because Trump's administration and political beliefs often conflict with many of the values held by her LGBTQ and people of color fan base, particularly her LGBTQ supporters. She appeared publicly alongside the bride of Chucky, Erica Kirk, who was the wife of the deceased 6 feet under, looking up, resting in piss, Charlie Kirk, who many of her critiques strongly opposed politically. Nicki Minaj also upset many of her fans with her statement, "Boys, be boys. It's okay to be a boy." Many fans interpreted this as homophobic or anti-trans, directed towards parts of her fan base that have historically supported her the most. Personally, I believe the media and the fans portrayed this situation as something much bigger than what it actually was. I don't understand how saying it's okay to be a boy became something that many people interpreted as transphobic. Is it not okay to be a boy? However, let's be honest, Nicki Minaj has always displayed what some people would describe as homophobic tendencies. There have been older clips of Nicki Minaj using harmful languages regarding the LGBT community, and she has also had many arguments and altercations with both straight and gay male artists where her comments contain homophobic undertones. So, because of this, her fans being shocked by some of her possible beliefs shouldn't necessarily come as a surprise, as she has always alluded to these type of attitudes for years. As far as her endorsement of Donald Trump goes, I personally believe that this may have been some sort of obligation or arrangement she involved herself in. She has dealt with financial issues, lawsuits, housing concerns, and controversies involving her husband. It has also been alleged that she is using Trump and his administration as some sort of protection because she allegedly came out with the tweet where she allegedly admits to being an immigrant herself. Either way, it's clear that the situation generated outrage among her fans. Similar to the other examples, Nicki Minaj knows exactly what she's doing, whether it's purely to generate attention or whether she truly has political ties or personal reasons for her decisions. One thing remains true. Nicki Minaj will continue being Nicki Minaj, nobody will ever do it like her, and her viewpoint will always remain intact.
Overall, I'm not saying that it's wrong to watch this type of content or even engage in these discussions. The moral of the story is simply to remain grounded in the fact that these are human beings just like ourselves, and many of them have teams, managers, publicists, and executives behind them who tell them what to promote, when to promote it, and how to promote it.
The people who work behind these celebrities have been in the entertainment business for decades. When they want to push a certain agenda, promote an album, create discourse, launch an artist, or keep a celebrity relevant, they understand how to use your favorite celebrity to accomplish those goals because they know the fans will eat it up every single time. In the future, I simply want people to recognize patterns and understand when celebrity antics are clearly designed to generate discourse online. At that point, it's up to you whether you choose to fall for it or not.